Need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well as I do, the only way is put in more effort and less play. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us go hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
Come my brother, come my sister, let us build Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique together. I want to welcome you to the Dynamic Hour every Sunday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. We engage in a conversation using radio and social media. We have a lot to discuss today, so I want to encourage those on Facebook and YouTube to please share the live. Sharing is caring. And I want to start off with some positive information, positive news. The government has prioritized education, agriculture, and healthcare, and they're working extremely hard to make sure that those sectors are improved and that benefits come to the stakeholders, the farmers, the Grenadian people, right? So I want to feature the positive stuff that's happening there.
The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs aims to be proactive in dealing with
I will feature health first, the whole need for you to donate blood to the blood bank. So let me feature that first.
The major challenges that arise during the carnival season. The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs aims to be proactive in dealing with one of the major challenges that arise during the carnival season, the significant increase in the need for blood. Medical Director at the General Hospital, Dr. Taisha Donald, highlights that the ministry is actively pursuing its blood drive.
Generally, right before Carnival, we do a blood drive. So persons who are O negative out there, of course, O negative is a group that is very hard to come by. We have a few persons on island who are O negative, and we are pleading and begging. We are actually begging you to come out and donate blood to our bank so that we can, stock up the bank prior to the carnival season. So anytime from the first week in August, we would like persons to come in and start donating. We'll be having an actual drive, so we would put out some information to the public so that persons can know where to call, when to come. And again, for blood donation, we have 440-2051 and 41091. So that is the extension to the blood donation unit. And we want to ensure that particularly, we want all blood types, but particularly persons with O negative blood, we are pleading and asking if you can come in and donate within that first week of August so we can stock our blood bank.
That's good. Very good. So I want to encourage you to please donate blood to the blood bank. That is very important. And I love the approach that they're taking. They're taking a proactive approach. They're not waiting for something to happen and then to call you or to ask you to come in and donate. They are not doing that. They're taking in front, so to speak, and I think that's a really good thing. Let's move to education now. Quite a bit is happening there.
The well-being of students who are at risk of school failure or whose circumstances may lead to dropout, among other setbacks, was the focus of a workshop that was facilitated by the team from the University of the West Indies Mona campus in Jamaica. Details by Annette Moore.
The Ministry of Education, through the Grenada Education Enhancement Project, GEEP, hosted an early identification system workshop from July 17th to 21st at the Spice Basket in St. George. The workshop targeted early childhood and special education officers, guidance counselors, school attendance officers, and other stakeholders. Dr. Dion Edwards-Kerr and her team are facilitating the workshop that aims to spread awareness on early identification of students who are at risk within the education system.
We are actually from UWI, Mona, Kingston, Jamaica, and we are actually working on a gender-sensitive early identification system for the Ministry of Education here in Grenada. So these workshops concerns training that has to do with each component of the early identification system, and this has to do with children who are at risk of school failure, children who drop out of school, who have been retained, children who have difficulties just basically surviving the school system from kindergarten to Form 5.
The team has recommended a varied system of intervention to assist children at risk based on their unique circumstances to deal with the challenges they face as they move through the education system. Some risks identified include problems at birth, sexual abuse, problems at home and in the community, learning difficulties, and bullying, among other things. Principal of the Victoria School for Special Education, Judy Ann Auld, is delighted with the initiative.
Having early intervention and screening and developing individual plans for children at risk is something that is close to me as a special educator, and it's something that I always wanted to see be implemented in Grenada. So I'm happy now that we're taking the initiative to develop that framework so that we would ensure that we provide for all of our students and we don't have none falling through the cracks.
The purpose of the workshop is to improve stakeholders' ability to identify students who may be at physical, social, emotional, and academic risk.
If it is that at age 5, that child might have been recovering from chickenpox or measles or mumps or something, it is to be documented.
Special Education Officer, the Ministry of Education, Jenalyn St. John, is pleased with the proposal for interventions.
One of the significant topics that came up is that need to be able to identify some of the concerns from the time the child is at the hospital. That ability to be able to see whether the child is doing the things that you are expecting a child to do. The knowledge of that and being able to share that with the parent will put things in place where you can seek early intervention for the child. Hence the reason why we are doing this early identification training, so that persons can, in case the child's pulse is very weak, then you know that maybe there are certain things that you may have to be engaged in. You look at whether based on how you interact with the child, whether the child is able to make a little cry.
The concepts mentioned by St. John refer to a knowledge of the APGAR score, which is a fast way for doctors to analyze the health of newborns at 1 and 5 minutes following birth and when resuscitated. The 5 criteria for this evaluation are appearance, pulse, grimace, activity, and respiration.
When the child is ready for whether it's daycare or preschool, you have all those things, the persons involved will be aware. School
counselor Ria Jacob Hazard sees the strategies discussed as critical.
One of the things that stuck with me was one of yesterday's activity, where we had a case study of a child. And with my profession as a guidance counselor, sometimes you get information on a child and you now have to really figure out what is the risk for this child. So one of the sessions yesterday, we looked at collaboration and cooperation and trying to identify the actual and potential risk involved for our students.
Edwards-Kerr highlighted a disturbing trend in the academic data reviewed.
Significant number of children as they move from MCT 2 to MCT 4 and to the CPA, we see the grades fall dramatically. We see a lower number of children actually being able to pass these exams, and some dropping out or not making the transition to high school. And as they move through the system, the dropout and the retention increases. And so at grade 6, the dropout is very high. And by the time they get to Form 4 and 5, there's another round of dropout that takes place. And so the idea is to be able to identify them from as early as kindergarten, as early as 5 years old. Who is it that is likely to have a situation where they will struggle with the core curriculum and they will struggle behaviorally? The idea is to be able to keep them in school and keep them with services that help them to stay in school.
Edwards-Kerr shared some of the intervention strategies to assist with the situation.
There is universal screening and the progress monitoring, as well as the school-based team ongoing assessment that allows the school system to identify as they go along where things are falling apart. Right? In addition, we are also recommending multi-sectoral partnerships.
The school-based teams are expected to identify the children and progress monitor them over time. Workshop participants expressed how beneficial the information was to them. Shirley Ann Edwards O'Neill says she particularly likes the emphasis on teamwork and shared responsibilities between sectors in serving the needs of children.
Sometimes in Grenada, collection of data, persons do not understand the concept of collection of data and the importance of working together. It made me realize that at the Child Protection Authority, we cannot collect data alone or even work alone. And it just opened our eyes to show the importance of working together as a team in terms of achieving our goals. The Child Protection Authority is truly appreciative for this opportunity. We do hope that coming out of this, that once the case management system is built, it would be shared and it would not be stuck on a desk somewhere, so that everybody can work together. And in my case, it's the best interest of our children we're looking at. And so hopefully that the intervention can be informed based on this initiative.
Education Officer for Special Needs in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, District 1, also stressed similar sentiments.
Also the need to gather this data in a structured way so that we can make decisions out of them. So that for me standing out as things that are paramount that we need to do.
Isaac thinks some of the recommendations can be quickly implemented.
We're realizing here there are many different sources and points where we can go to get information about a child when we're trying to get a bigger and more holistic picture of this child, so we can come up with a better plan to help children who need the help.
For the GIS Week in Review, I'm Annette Moore.
All right, thank you very much there, Annette Moore, and keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. You're doing an excellent job in that ministry. And we can see that the government is serious about education. They're investing a lot in that area. Some people are wondering if such a tool, assessment tool, or identification tool was in place long before. No. This government has done, and they're doing all in their power to implement, and that is what I love. Education again.
Among the many workshops hosted by the Ministry of Education this summer was a 3-day multi-grade teaching workshop held in Carriacou from July 12th to 14th and in Grenada from the 17th to 19th at the Grenada Boys Secondary School in St. George. This workshop is expected to assist teachers and principals in schools piloting this type of teaching with additional strategies. We visited the session at the GBSS to find out more about multi-grade teaching and the goals of the workshop. Janelle Mitchell, Mathematics Curriculum Officer at the Ministry of Education, gave more details.
We've noticed as a ministry that a number of our schools, based on the size of the classes, which are relatively small, where you have some classes where you have teachers of teaching 8 students, 5 students, 6 students, and the ratio, as agreed in policy and all of that, is basically 1 teacher to 25 students. So that in itself has presented some challenges. So decisions have been made where some classes may have to be merged, and that's why we call it multi-grade teaching.
Given the challenge this may pose to some educators, the intervention is one of support.
What we've chosen to do is to support our teachers with strategies and means as to how do you embrace multigrade teaching and how you can go about facilitating classroom learning using the process.
Mitchell says this process involves much assessment and innovative teaching. The workshop facilitators included Dr. Roger Williams, a drama specialist, who showed teachers how to use elements of drama to enhance students' interests in classes.
This is called a process strategies in terms of process drama, where you engage participatory, because most times classes are boring and dull, as they would say. So we create activities that will make the students move, act, get up, make decisions, include, critique, assess, and go back to the drawing board.
He says the strategies will also include teamwork,
where each one help the other to move along. Teamwork, which is so critical in learning, because when you go to work in the job, you don't work alone. Where you put the strong and the so-called weak to work together, and you will realize that some students will propel ahead. So in terms of that, you use drama to make the process seamless. Students would never even recognize that they are working.
Williams hopes the trained teachers will now become resource persons who will share strategies with other teachers, and that learning will become increasingly fun and effective.
The only task is preparedness. Right? So that's what I want to say. Be prepared. The teacher has to be creative, dig into his or her skills and abilities. You don't have to buy or borrow anybody's skills. What you come to the classroom with is what you're going to be selling to the students. So it's a walk in the park.
Giselle Williams-Walcott taught her IT-driven strategies, which will enable a more effective use of technology in the classroom.
My role here this week in the multigrade workshop was basically to provide support to teachers as it relates to technology integration in the multigrade classroom. I have been sharing with the teachers various technological tools that they can incorporate in the multigrade classroom to help students to actually be actively engaged, to foster collaboration, to actually provide opportunities for self-paced learning, because within the multigrade classroom, all of those would be requirements. We know that we live in a technological era, and for multigrade to be successful, we ought to ensure that our students we are speaking their language, that we are actually using the technological tools that we actually have available to us to make learning fun, to make it meaningful and engaging for our students. So I would have focused on Lumi. That's one of the educational platforms, and in there are a variety of tools that the students were were exposed to, as well as gamification. So they were exposed to gamification to ensure that whatever content they are presenting to the students, it can be delivered to them in a gamified way, as well as for the purpose of assessment.
Principal of the Holy Spirit Catholic School in Chantemelle St. Patrick, Kerry Sabazan, is already using multigrade teaching and has been observing the benefits, particularly during the COVID-19 period, where students learned mostly from home.
Multigrade is part and parcel of our practice at Holy Spirit, because we are one of the very small schools in Grenada. So because of our numbers, when some of our teachers would have retired and moved on, we had no choice but to employ multigrade as a strategy to accommodate and to ensure that all of our students receive the necessary instruction.
Sabazan is pleased with the level of success the strategy provides.
Students learn well from their peers, because sometimes their peers are able to understand and explain to them in a way that the teachers may not necessarily reach. So that's one of the benefits we get from it. A lot of peer learning takes place at Chantemelle because of that. In addition, we get a lot of cooperative learning, and we get a chance to try interesting strategies with our students to get them to be more au fait and more involved.
Sabazan notes that the school uses grouping of students with varied ability and heavily utilizes student presentations, including oral presentations, in an effort to reach each child.
In a multi-grade classroom, it's mixed grades. So you might have grade 3, grade 4 together in one. You might have grade 5, grade 6 together in one. So sometimes we also have to cater for the children who have not at their particular grade level, but a little below.
She also explained the strategy for students who are functioning below their current grade level.
Because of the versatility of my teachers, we will do pullouts with them, and sometimes just for the particular lesson, particular concept, we may just have them sit with the children who are their level. And when it's another concept, another lesson, they go back to their grade level.
Sabazan is excited about the technological tools presented by Williams Walcott.
I used BlueKit for the first time yesterday, and I'm eager to go back and try that with my teachers and my students. I like technology. I'm also looking at the way we can better marry the content expectations and really be able to implement one of the things that is a hallmark of multigrade, where your curriculum has to be a bit more flexible to cater for everybody.
Kieran Licorice, a teacher at the Grand Roy Government School, is also enthusiastic to learn more about the multi-grade teaching strategies, which he thinks will be increasingly used going forward. Like Sabazan, he was very interested in the incorporation of technology, among other things.
Another aspect has to deal with the lesson planning, because with multi-grade we have different students from different grades with different abilities being taught at one level, so we have to be able to cater towards them in terms of the instruction. This workshop has really afforded me with some of the strategies that I can employ and ways in which I can tweak my lesson and more or less assist the student to achieve their fullest potential.
Multi-grade teaching will be piloted at the Grand Roy Government School in September 2023. Licorice thinks that while it will take effort and the ability to adapt to that teaching style, if lessons are properly planned, it will be beneficial for students.
With everything, it comes with its challenges, but we have to work to overcome those challenges, because at the end of the day, it's for the benefit for all the students.
For the GIS Week in Review, I'm Annette Moore.
Right, thank you very much, Annette Moore. And again, folks, you can see our government is functioning with a plan. They told us when the campaign was going on, they would prioritize. So the NDC, in the campaign, in the messaging, said that they will prioritize education, healthcare, agriculture, and the creative industry. They are not forgetting, building roads. They are not forgetting tourism. They're not forgetting, foreign affairs or climate change and so on. They're not forgetting all of that. What they have stated clearly is that they would give priority to agriculture, education, healthcare, and the creative industry. And we are seeing that they're operating with a plan. They're functioning with a plan because they're pumping a lot of resources in those areas, and they must be commended for that. They must be commended for that. Let's move
The
on.
Grenada Food and Nutrition Council and the Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Program, SIAP, collaborated for another year on the Curious Little Hands in the Kitchen Summer Camp. It is designed to promote healthy eating habits among young participants. More in this report.
The program, which has been running for 3 weeks, has centered its activities on Grenada's food-based dietary guidelines, with a primary focus on encouraging a low-sodium intake and increasing the consumption of delicious fruits and vegetables in the daily diet. This initiative aims to instill in children the importance of making nutritious food choices from an early age, ensuring a healthy and well-balanced lifestyle. The camp's itinerary has been thoughtfully curated to engage and educate the young participants in a variety of ways. Activities such as devotions and sign language sessions have been integrated into the schedule to promote holistic growth and inclusivity. Theory-based cooking lessons have been imparted to provide a foundational understanding of nutrition and culinary techniques. However, the real highlight has been the hands-on experiences in the kitchen, where the young culinary enthusiasts have been able to unleash their creativity and passion for cooking. Throughout the camp, these curious little hands have been actively involved in preparing age-appropriate and child-friendly recipes that can be effortlessly recreated at home with little to no supervision. The objective is to inspire a genuine love for healthy cooking among the children, fostering a positive relationship with food and nutrition. One of the facilitators of the summer camp is Wendy Adlam.
We use fruits and vegetables in non-traditional ways. For example, we had the wax apple tart. So instead of the tart being filled with coconuts or jam, we used wax apple. We also focus on having the children use natural seasonings instead of the bottled and packaged seasonings that we have on the market. They were encouraged to drink their water. All of those are part of the dietary guidelines.
Another facilitator, Satiru Pluton, has been assigned the responsibility of guiding the students in crafting nutritious dishes. He emphasizes the significance of involving children in the culinary process.
This is a foundation of children that they will come with a positive mind, how to learn to use what we will have here, what grow up in Grenada, utilize in healthy stuff. And this they go bring the message to the school, to the family, So this is great. For every year we want to increase more and more because that's our future. We have to discipline and educate our future because what you're eating is what bringing you in life. We want to bring them healthy so they go have a healthy life and also happy.
Here is the feedback of two of the participants from Curious Little Hands in the Kitchen, Kipway Evans and Lemaya Francis.
When I got there, I was nervous and I didn't really think I would get to take part in a lot of stuff. But now that I'm here today, I get to take part in a lot of stuff and cook the banana cheese balls, the tarts, bread, and also pizza. I want to prove to my parents that I'm actually going to be a chef in the family.
When I first came, I felt kind of nervous and scared because I didn't know anybody here. But I actually like it here because I get to cook and I get to learn how to prepare my own foods. I want to prove to mommy that I'm not useless and I don't only go in the fridge and eat, so that I can also make something.
The summer camp culminates today, Friday. In 2024, the GFNC will be rolling out its dietary guidelines campaign to enforce healthy eating for ultimate reduction in non-communicable diseases.
That's very good there, the Food and Nutrition Council and the Ministry of Education. That's a wonderful gesture, teaching the young ones how to cook from a very, very early age and using the local stuff. I really love that. Grenada is on the right track, the right path. We just have to support what is happening in our country. Hence the reason I'm highlighting it.
The Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives boasts of having over 60,000 plants available for sale for the 2023 plant distribution season, encompassing a diverse selection of economic, ornamental and herbs and spice plants. This was revealed at the launch of the 2023 season on Thursday. Karima Lewis has more in this report.
In spite of the challenges faced in weather conditions, soil procurement, labor, and sourcing scion material and seeds for propagation, the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives has launched the 2023 plant distribution season with a total of 65,319 plants available for sale at subsidized costs. The available plants consist of a diverse range including over 9,000 nutmegs, 11,000 cocoa, 6,000 cinnamon, 3,000 cloves, 5,000 pimento, 3,000 mangoes, 1,500 coconuts, 1,000 avocados, 400 breadfruits, 5,500 ornamental plants, 7,000 minor fruits, and 1,700 minor spices. Minister of Economic Development, Planning, Tourism, ICT, Creative Economy, Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives, Honorable Lennox Andrews, emphasized the importance of government's contribution towards creating a ready market and maintaining fair prices in the industry for the benefit of farmers.
But the theory also says that government, being a facilitator of economic activity, can also assist the farmer with inputs, assist the farmer with his inputs. So the government can provide the farmer with his plantlets at a very low cost, at a very low price.
Alison Haynes, Senior Agronomist within the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives, and manager of the Marabou Propagation Station, announced that there will be a supplementary supply of planting material available after the distribution period spanning from September to December. Ms. Haynes further disclosed that this year has seen a notable rise in the propagation of spice plants, thanks to the ministry's renewed emphasis on spices, which are intended to support both the National Spice Replanting Program and the National Spice Planting Day. Farmers were reminded of the significance of providing proper care and attention to the propagated plants, as this will significantly impact their quality and yield.
By using the correct planting distances to establish their fields, scouting your fields regularly to monitor for pests, adequately irrigating the plants, and providing the correct nutrition for adequate growth and development of the plants. Taking care of the plants will ensure that Grenada continue to lead in the production of high-quality spices in volumes required by the local and export markets. And most importantly, taking care of the plants will guarantee that we have access to nutritious fruits to help build a healthy nation.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Aaron Francois, stresses that the purpose of providing subsidies for the plants is to motivate farmers to boost their production levels. As a result, he strongly advised farmers against reselling the subsidized plants, as doing so would defeat the intended purpose of encouraging increased agricultural output.
They're coming, they're buying the plants cheaply for $2 and $5, and they are going and resell it for $15 and $20. And I just want to signal that I've already indicated to the staff here at the station, the plants are not for resale. It has never been. Somehow the system has broken down and people feel that they can come and buy plants to go and resell. The plants are not for resale. The plants are intended for farmers to go and establish productive fields. And so we expect the agronomy division and the extension division to work closely to make sure that all the plants that will be distributed would go in the field.
Very good. Very, very good. Well said there, Mr. Aaron Francois. Well said. I love that. So again, government has prioritized agriculture and they're working very hard. The Honorable Adrian Posuida Thomas is working very, very hard to make sure that we are where we're supposed to be. Under the NNP, they never saw agriculture as important, but the NDC has always seen agriculture as very, very important in nation building, in our whole development as a country. So I want to commend them. I think you're doing an excellent job. Keep it up. All right? Keep it up. That's the way to go. And I love what Mr. Francois said there. Don't come and buy the thing for $1 and $2. And then you go in and sell it to make a profit, to make a kill. Because that is what used to happen in the past. Because there was no accountability, no transparency. But under this new government, we believe if you get it for $1, you should plant it, right? And make sure that it reaches to the stage where it's producing. So you take care of it, you baby it, you make sure that it survives. It survives. All right? Nice. So let us feature another positive. You know, I just like to feature the positive stuff that's happening because we have grown so accustomed to the negative stuff that the positive things could cause one to get angry. All right? There's some people who are very, very good at rolling out negativity. Let's move to the positive stuff. At least we need to be on that wavelength as we move on.
Grenada Development Bank has approved and disbursed more than $1 million for Output 4 of the Green Climate Fund Finance Enhanced Direct Access project for the Eastern Caribbean. The project is piloted in 4 Caribbean countries. Grenada launched the project in 2022. Output 4 captures the Climate Adaptation Revolving Fund for vulnerable properties such as households and MSMEs. Properties that are vulnerable to climate change can benefit from a maximum 200,000 EC dollar loan at an interest rate of 2% and other concessionary terms. Chriselle Benjamin Jerome, Communications Officer at the Grenada Development Bank, explained the benefits of this loan financing option.
That loan would allow them to remedy climate risk in their properties. And when we speak about properties, we're speaking about buildings in particular. All in all, the revolving fund for climate adaptation is to ensure that your property can withstand a category 3 hurricane at least. So with that fund, you will be able to undertake projects such as, or that relates to, renewable energy, energy efficiency, structural adjustment. So we're speaking about if you're having problem with your roof or flooring, pillars, that kind of things. If it is that you may need some form of vector and health control, such as window screens, door screens, septic tank systems, water management, maybe you would like to install water tanks depending on your location. If it is that you are plagued with frequent water interruptions or simply would like to get into rainwater harvesting, if you want to go ahead and implement, or I should say construct a cistern at your home, you can look at the EDA for that fund.
Benjamin Jerome said a vulnerability criteria is in place for applicants and must be met for eligibility. These include being a homeowner, business owner, being employed, among others.
We'll not just be looking at the property itself, but the conditions of the applicant that speaks to vulnerability, whether it is they have the means to receive financing from another institution or commercial financing, as the case may be. We would of course look at the debt service ratio. We'd also look to determine whether that applicant is part of the frontline employee or maybe essential workers such as nurses, police officers, that kind of thing. So there's an entire list.
More than 30 applications have so far been approved.
Right. So again, that's a good opportunity for our people to take advantage of. At this point, let me just say to you that the celebrity cruise is on. You know, Junior George, he's putting on this cruise, and I want to encourage you to buy up the tickets, boy, and be a part of that. In fact, a number of people have messaged me and say, boy, they will be on that cruise.
Hello, this is Ramji, wandering the streets of St. George's, Grenada, looking for party.
Psst, hey, you.
Huh? Who, me?
Yeah, you. Come here.
What?
You want a party?
Yeah.
All right, then. Shut up and listen to this one.
Anyone long me a look for you? Grenada, get ready for the International Celebrity Cruise Grenada Carnival Edition. Sold out in New York and around the world. And it's back in Grenada, and this year it's so large, so grand, so magnificent. Get ready for the International Celebrity Day Cruise featuring Brother B.
But wait. That's not all. There's more.
Also featuring and performing live, Dave.
Get ready for the International Celebrity Day Cruise and featuring direct from Trinidad.
Iowa, George.
Time to celebrate. Celebrate.
Plus many more surprises and international guests to be announced.
The largest celebrity cruise ever.
It's the Riders Promotion and Amazing Colors Celebrity Cruise, the sexy edition. Sunday, August 13th, boarding time 10 a.m. sharp aboard the Embassy.
It's the Celebrity Cruise Grenada Carnival Edition.
Now remember, that's Sunday, August 13th, boarding at 10 a.m. sharp. Tickets available right now at the Amazing Colors Mass Camp or call 473-415-6174 or at celebritycruise.eventbrite.com. Get your tickets now. This one comes to your compliments right along live and Clarkscourt Run.
The Celebrity Cruise, the ultimate out-of-body experience.
Right, and Amazing Colors, that's Junior George. His mass camp is located on the Carnage. It is, opposite the Rum Runner, where the Rum Runner normally be on the Carnage. Just cross that road. I think it's the Otway building there, right? That building, that's where the mass camp is. So, it's accessible. It's in a good location. You can go there and pick up your packages for Monday night mass, get a ticket for the celebrity cruise. And a number of people are message me saying, well, Kem Jones, I thought you said you don't do advertisements, right? I normally promote party stuff, NDC stuff or government stuff, really. So they say to me, well, I thought you say you don't do advertisements like that. Why are you doing this one? Well, you see, for me, I cherish friendship and relationship. Junior George is my friend, and I can call on him at any time to do anything regarding my studio, regarding promoting, even the tickets that I'm selling online is done on his platform. All right, free of charge. He could have decided to take a percentage off, free of charge. But anytime I call on him, he would come to assist, and that is how he has always been. And for me, I build relationships and I maintain relationships. That is what I do. One hand cannot clap, and the reason why I'm still here is because I have been able to build relationships and maintain it and reciprocate. So if you're good to me, I'm good to you. So again, that's how I function. All right. So we play in Monday Night Mass with Amazing Colors. That's Junior George. And we're going on that cruise, that celebrity cruise, on the 13th of August. All right. Nice. So I want to tell you that we are moving straight ahead with that event, the first event, my event, the first event. That will be Thursday. So today is Sunday, then tomorrow Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then Thursday. All right. So it's not far away. Very, very soon, this first event will happen. And I want to sincerely thank the people who have reached out to me to assist in the cooking, in the preparation. What do you need? How can I help? Do you need transport? Do you need me to cook this for you? Do you need me to help you with this? I love that. I really appreciate it. And a lot of people have been reaching out to me asking, how can I help? How can I be of assistance? Do you want me to come and share food for you? Do you want me to be in the bar? Do you want me to be, do you want me to help here or help there? There are people who came and collect stuff already to prepare stuff for me. So I'm really, really eternally grateful to you for your kind assistance. You just want this thing to be successful, like I want it to be, and you're not just talking, but you're coming and help. I'm really, really thankful. All right, thank you very much. So far, we are on track in terms of the preparation and so on. You can expect a good event on Thursday, starting from 4 in the p.m. until 10. So 4 p.m. until 10, Wildwoods Park, the live band, Solid, the band, one of the best bands in Grenada. It's a big people affair. And Selector Beast, Selector Beast. He will be the DJ. He's one of the best DJs out here in Grenada. I mean, he plays here in Grenada. He was recently in Carriacou. I think he might still be in Carriacou. Out in the United States, in the United Kingdom, in Canada. I mean, he's all about the place. He's one of the best. All right. So, look, I am extremely happy. I look forward to this event, the first of 10 events. Remember, it's get towards raising the funds so I can have my own radio station and we can have our own thing going. All right. Or newsroom and that kind of thing. So again, just saying to you, it's 10 events. That's the first one. Next year marks 10 years of me volunteering my time and effort doing this for you, morning and night. All right. So when the 10th year, we move to a different thing, a different operation. That's how we do it. We expand, we grow. So you can expect when you come there to get local foods. Don't expect to get this kind of finger foods and all the, the kind of thing that you would get in the United States or in Canada or in England or here in Grenada in those big events where you go into this kind of ballroom setting. We're going on a beach-like setting. You can expect oil down. You can expect plenty oil down, right? It's about 3 pots, huge pots of oil down. You can expect provision and saltfish. You can expect provision and smokerine. You can expect stew turkey and coconut bakes. You can expect cocoa tea too. In fact, my good friend said she must do her cocoa tea and fish cake and bake, right? And bakes, right? And that will be hot. We're doing it right there. You can expect a little pilau and coleslaw. You can expect a little rice and peas. You can expect a little cuckoo and kalaloo, a little pumpkin, stew pumpkin. You can expect a little sauteed vegetable. You can expect some garden salad. You can expect some tanya log. You can expect manish water. You can expect pea soup. You understand the point? You can come expecting that kind of stuff. A little fried fish, a little fried jacks, if you could get it, right? Coconut buns, things like that. The local vibes, that is what you will get there. It's not the hitey-tighty vibes, the local real thing, the real deal. So that is what you can expect. Drinks, it's all inclusive. So you're going to get drinks. Nice music. You can come early. Starts at 4. So you can go on the beach. You could bathe, come back, eat some food, enjoy the live band music. Because the live band music starts about 6. Yes, 6 to 8 live band music. DJ from 4 to 6, 2 hours there. And from 8 to 10, DJ. All right, so live band music, 2 hours from 6 to 8. So you can expect that. The vibes go nice, go really, really nice. All right, I can tell you that. It will be nice. All right, so rice and peas with stew back and neck or stew fish for me with a carrot. Good, Patricia. Nice. And I know we have a lot of visitors who have returned and you have reached out to me. I really, really appreciate it. You purchase tickets. A number of people have purchased tickets online. Those who purchased it from me, those who told me to hold the tickets for them. Listen this. You told me to hold the ticket for you. Please try to honor that commitment tomorrow, Monday, or Tuesday for the latest. So once you told me to hold the tickets for you, all right, I think I have about 40 something tickets now. So people have actually been paying up, right? How much? How many tickets? There are people who told me to hold tickets for them. And if you want me to drop it off for you, I can. I would love to drop it off and collect the money so we can at least meet our commitments. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 41 and 5, 46 and 2, 48, 49. So that's 49 tickets, right? I'm holding for folks. So contact me you contacted me to say you sponsor 2 tickets or hold 2 tickets for you or hold 5 tickets for you. If you have not yet contacted me, in fact, I intend to go around today. So if you want to holler at me so I could drop off the ticket for you, I collect the money, that will be nice. Really, really appreciate that. So I want to urge you to try your best and honor that commitment at least by tomorrow, Monday or Tuesday, for the latest Wednesday. But I want to have the money in hand before you come and eat and drink, or before the people you're sending come and eat and drink. I want the money in hand, because the minute time the thing is over, then there are some people who say, well, the thing over already. How you want me to pay now? It's over. And you're part of the count in terms of the amount of tickets sold. You're actually part of the count, right? So I want to urge you to fulfill that. Fulfill that. That's 49 tickets. You could imagine that's a lot of tickets. That's almost $15,000. That's almost $15,000 of tickets. That's a lot of money. That's what, 14,700 or 800, somewhere around there, right? That's a lot of money. So I want to urge you to pay up, and if you pledge, please holler at me to today, tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, so you can fulfill that. From the names here, I believe I would get all the people to pay up. Once you call me, I put away the tickets for you. I have your name down, and looking forward to you honoring that commitment. All right. So far, so good. So far, so good. We hope that everybody gonna turn out, and we have more tickets. We have a lot of tickets available. We have a lot of tickets. So if you want to come, if you want to be there, you can. We have a lot of tickets remaining. Okay. So folks, I want to wish you all the best. Have a wonderful Sunday. I will be back with you tomorrow, God's willing. And this week, really, it's to promote this event in a big way. This week, promote this event, encouraging you to buy tickets, encouraging you to sponsor tickets, encouraging you to make this event a must once you're here in Grenada. Because a lot of folks are back. They're here for Carnival. I want you to come. I want you to be a part of that. All right? Please do. So have a wonderful Sunday. Have a wonderful Sunday. Take good care. Bye for now. Bye for now.